Okay, I'm in for just squeaking in before midnight here. It's 11:49 p.m. Central Standard Time. Kind of on the edge. I was gonna tell. They said tell a story. I was gonna tell a story, and now I can't remember what the bloody story was. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna need a drink after that last reading. No offense, but that's a little wacky. I hope I really wasn't picking up on a. I don't know. I was picking up on something, man. You know, when you get an energy stream, it's just there. It's just there. Like, you know, I've had readings with people where, like, it'll skip over to somebody else's energy or whatever, but it ends up being an energy. And I just recently had someone that I worked on. They're like, nope, doesn't apply to me. And I was like, oh, well, where the hell does that energy come from? Because you know it's so solid, right? Um, Yet there was things that hit, but other things, you just have bad days or under a bad sign or bad moon or whatever. So things can happen, but that was very strong and energy. And the more I crept in there, the more I was like, whoa, get back out. I don't want no part of it. So anyhow, we're on the, yeah, I can start. I'm going to start the reading here. And then hopefully, you know what, I'm going to set my alarm here just so that I don't miss it. How would I do that? See, I shouldn't even be on electronics, really. I could have waited 5 minutes, I guess. Da da da. So that I have it go on like a minute before. Man, where's my clock? Clock, there it is. Okay. Oh, no. 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 Cancel. Oh my god. Discard. Okay, I'm gonna change that to 58. 59. 58. Save. 5 minutes. Okay. Now I'm confident I won't miss it. Okay. Water. This is your spiritual reading. Here we go. Okay. First card. Oh, look at you. 3. That would be akin to like the journey card. Right? Water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, my one friend that was watching, she probably passed out by now, but yeah, water element at the end. Usually they're high hits on that, but anyway. New journey. This is like the, not the Joker card, but the, taking off on a new adventure, going in a new way. This could be figuratively or like in an action-oriented way. Next card. 7 of Earth. That's about spiritual development, right? We're going through all of the chakra centers here being lit up. One in particular, the solar plexus, about self-esteem. So we may be taking off in a new area here with an imbued, is that the right word? They're giving me imbued self-esteem. So like an inflated self-esteem, or not inflated, but charging us. Like we may have had something go on in our life spiritually here where we realize something about ourselves, and it has put a spring in our step to move forward in a new way. A discovery of a new, man, it's hard to these energies are so deep. Something happened in our life here that it brought us to a new level of understanding of our self-esteem. I don't want to say like our self-esteem's through the roof, but it gave us a new level on the rung of self-esteem stuff, right? This is what's going on. We're learning how to feel our self-esteem in that kind of way. The next card. Ha. 5, 6. 6 of fire. 2 fire elements and an earth. So we are grounded amongst all of this action that is taking place. We may have had, this is a duel, right, of 2 people. It can be a partnership where there's struggles and fight, or we could have won a fight in a someone was highly in their virtue, having to do with a certain argument or a quarrel or dealing with another partner. We were in the right, so to speak, but they're going, be careful with the ego here. It can be inflated as well as the self-esteem. But because we have the yellow, right? Saying in self-confidence here, quite highly. This is self-confidence. We are in our self-confidence. This person is using black tactics, dark tactics, you know, against us. It will not win, right? This is what happened here. This is what set us off in a new direction. Someone we were up against gave us a run for our money, but they did not get hold of the money, so to speak, right? We managed to leave this in high esteem, is what they're saying. So we left whatever it was, whether it was a literal argument, a literal fight, or I feel like a relationship. Oh, here we go. Why does it say 56 on the computer?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
11:58 p.m.
So anyway, I'm in the midst here. So I'm going to pause. I did pour a drink here. So I just want to take a moment to time out, because I'm always zipping through these readings so damn fast that I just trying to get everything, grab everything and shoot it back out to everybody. It's been a rough few years. I think everybody, I don't think anybody's discluded from that. I don't know. I want to say something political, but I won't. Yeah, so I just, to reflect over the year, I'm like the one shutting the door and giving it a boot. Like, the quicker I can get away from it, the better. But Happy New Year to everybody in my time zone. Everybody that's not my time zone, they've already been through this. To new things in the future, more exciting, adventurous things in the future, to more self-esteem, to more love, to more commitments, to more grounded realities. That's what I wish for everybody, to have good grounded reality that you want to live in. That's where I want everybody to go. I want them to go to the reality that they want to be in, not the one that they don't. And I'm hoping that the flip of the switch into the 6 will give us an idea. Well, I think we already have an idea. I'm not a speech maker. I think we already have an idea of where we want to go. We just have to go there confidently and not let anybody stop us from that. So anyway, cheers. I still have a minute on the computer and my phone went off and it's like done. So I'm going to take a drink. Cheers to everybody. And now see if I can do this or not. Give me a moment. So, how do we count it down? We're going to count it down on this one first. Because, oh, it's already 12. Not good at this. Okay, so a Happy New Year, everybody. Ka-ching. There's your bottle. Oh, man. Happy New Year. That goes with all my stuff. Neon and all that. Yeah, I worked for a whole week on this stuff. And then I shut that off. And turn, how do I do it? Turn this on. Happy New Year. Because I love fireworks. So yeah, and it works out that the heart is behind the 2022. But you know what I can do? Give me a moment. I can move the heart. What can I do? I can go like this, and I can move it over. There it is. There's the heart. Okay, give me a moment. There it is. Up to your left. Heart, everybody. There's my heart. Blown all over the place. There it is. There's my heart. Okay. So you got a piece of my heart. All good. Now we get back to the reading. I'm going to leave these fireworks on. There's a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. We're into the new year. I can actually, you know what else I can do? I can go like this. Boom. Get rid of that. And we're all heart. It's all good. I wanted the blue. Whatever. Anyway, it's all good. I could be here all day. I am sober. I just took 2 sips. I swear to God. I do get a little flown from these readings, so take that into account. Again, Happy New Year! Da-da-da. I'll take a drink. I don't want to drink too much. That's kind of a bad thing. Okay, here's my story. At one point when I was learning my abilities, I was wondering, I'm like, because I used to be a big drinker, and I don't drink as much anymore, but I mean, I don't refrain from it, but I just don't. There's no occasion to, really. So anyway, back in the day, right, I was learning, so this would have been 13, 14, 2014-ish. I was still in the mode where I could drink if I wanted to. And when I had my son at that time, and as soon as I had my son, it was like, flip the switches off, because you just do as a parent. You when you have that responsibility, you just don't. So anyway, I was into my learning my abilities and whatnot, gaining abilities, very infantile in them, but nonetheless, foresight, and I could do readings, and I would get streams of energy and So one goofy night, I thought, I wonder if you lose your abilities when you drink, right? Because they say, right, the devil gets in. And I mean, for some people, it does happen because they're not self-aware. They're not psychically aware, right? So there's no protection, no nothing. You just go off in there and you're done. You could be taken over by things. So anyway, somebody wishing. I will complete this story. So you made the news. 72. You too. Happy New Year. Boop, 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 boop. Just put a bunch of emojis. Anyway, this story. What was it? Drinking on psychics and drinking. So there's a mentality, right? If you don't go and drink and then get flying off in there, because it's like, what would that be too? Anyway, the bottom line was I wanted to know whether or not I could drink and still keep my abilities. I could just get totally sloshed and still be able to do a reading. So what do you know, I'm with some goofballs one day, and I told them my theory, and they said, well, what do you think? And I said, I don't know. I think I would lose my abilities. And so anyway, we go off to this pub. We start drinking, and I'm like, and kind of not even in a form like, we're going to go do this as our plan. It was just one night I ended up drinking. And so off we go, drink. And I get to the point where, I'm slurring my words and whatnot. And we're sitting, and one of the people I was with says, so why don't you start scanning the room, because we used to say that's, scan, because sometimes you pick up on energy frequencies of people. We were bad back then, but anyway. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm sloshed, So I'm like, okay. So then I did my grounding and protecting and everything. And back then, now there's a veil that was still, there's a few veils that have been lifted since then from me being so good, and back then I wasn't. But no less, I would get energy streams, but I wouldn't necessarily know where they're coming from or whatever. So I tapped in, and right away I was getting my bill, and I'm like, that's weird, because I thought they would be removed or lessened, or I thought I would have to reach, because sometimes when you have your moon in different placements or whatever that affects you, it's almost like you're reaching in complete darkness and trying to pull stuff and you're just not getting anything. And it wasn't like that at all. And I was like, whoa, that's not, and the weird thing is I never ever went back there in that state. Even though I protected and grounded and everything, back then I was unaware even now of things, right? Because I'm seeing the growth from then to now into just the abilities themselves and the protection factor itself. It was very light back then. Now I protect in different ways. There's certain levels that lift and there's certain levels you got to add to. But anyway, so it didn't. At the bottom line, not that I'm promoting this at all. In fact, I don't. That's why I was like, should I drink? I shouldn't drink. But the thing is, if you're aware, now we'll see through this reading how we end up here. If we got some weird flying elephants coming through here, then maybe I shouldn't drink. But I'm a cheap drunk at this point because I haven't drank for 16 years since I had my son. Well, not all 16. Like I said, I never refrained from it, but I would have a drink and then you feel loopy and it's like, that's enough. Whereas in younger years, I was all into it. But anyway, okay, I have my other drink and we're going to go. That was just for informational purposes. I'm not promoting anything. Really, I'm not. But I am promoting the end of 2021. That one can kiss my door. They could kiss my door goodbye because that's all they're going to see. Okay. Where were we? We were in water. So eloquently as I drink my champagne. Okay. So the water, we're going in a new direction. We're off journeying. I'm not going to look at this video tomorrow because I'm telling you, it's like insta drunk. I'll drink that cup and I'll be a little loopy. Like, that's how bad. So you can tell I do not drink much. But anyway, what the hell, once a year. Okay. The self-esteem department, which I feel I'm going to take a hit in, but no less. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they're going in this direction to find out things about themselves. They have found out things about themselves. They found out that they can live with their dignity quite highly within an argument, and they can win it with grace and dignity intact, and they can move forward quite confidently. This is what has gone on for these water signs, okay? Yeah, it's simply that. We had a kerfuffle here with somebody. Could it be anybody? It doesn't necessarily even mean need to be a partner. But anybody in their field that they had a struggle with, I feel like they took the high road, they gained self-esteem for it, and they're moving forward. They keep on trucking. They're just moving forward. What do you know? I did shuffle these blooming cards. On top of the journeying forward card, we get vision. Give me a moment on that one. I feel like that's a lack of vision. I feel like their vision's blurry on what they want. I know that they argued what they fought for, they prize highly. And it may be their dignity, their self-respect, or their, their morality. They may have stood a high moral ground here and gained from that. But I feel like for the future, what do I want? I know I want all that I've stood up for in the past. But I feel like it's blurry here. I feel like the moon is kind of like, I don't know where I want to go. I know I've learned from all of these things that I've had in the past, but I'm not quite sure where I want to go in the future. Okay. The self-esteem, the spiritual path, the development of the solar plexus here. What do we get? A message. Let me keep that a little closer. I feel like the message is universally, instinctively driven. Yep. I feel like we're gaining messages from, and I feel like it's all self-esteem driven. I feel like we're gaining power in our self-esteem department because we're listening to our instinct. What will feed our self-esteem here? We may have in the past either taken hits in the self-esteem department or our dignity could have taken hits here. And we realized that the cost was too high. So now we stood up for it. And I feel like this may have been the first time we stood up for it in this distinct way. I think we may not have done this quite this way in our life or our spiritual life, right? Okay, so on that dual here. Okay, hold on. Oh boy, so me talking. Yeah, okay, it may not be a partner. What do you know? There's lust here now. Give me a moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. They're clarifying here for me. Okay, let my tongue work with this. Okay. This could have been a romantic relationship. Okay, and on top of that, we left with our moral fiber intact, and this may have been something that was highly charged in a lustful direction, but we took the high road nonetheless. We didn't let our lust take us over, is the sense that I'm getting. We went here, and we did good, and maybe that's something in the past that we may not have overcome. Okay, so here's a scenario. Throw a scenario. What do you mean? I'm being too vague. So it'd be akin to in high school, you know, the cutest guy in the class comes up to you and whatever, right? But we stood up for our dignity rather than going for the guy with, you know, that's cute. We stood up for, maybe he didn't stand up for things that were so dignified, right? Maybe he was undignified and he stood for things that we couldn't handle. And instead of going, it's okay because he's cute, we said, no, it's not okay. And we stand up for this, period. And I'm not gonna, just because you got a pretty face doesn't mean I'm gonna let everything slide. It's kind of like that, but in adulting, right? In an adult scenario, we got a situation like that. So somewhere we took the high road here. We didn't let our lust take over and throw us under the like throw our dignity under the bus or morality, whatever. We took the high ground. Okay, now this is making more sense. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, next level. So on the vision here of our future, which I feel is foggy, like we know we're gonna keep our dignity as we go forward. We're not gonna backtrack there. But I feel like, yeah, we have no vision per se of the future. Yeah, look at this, the moon on top of the moon. Oh man. Okay. This says spiritual realms. Give me a minute. Both got blonde hair and looking. Yeah. Yeah, something coming in. Okay. Ooh, lots of subtleties they're picking up on here. There's like a guy on a horse driving in here, and they're going, notice that's the message coming to this person, that they do not, there may be a message beyond from what we're getting spiritually. In the physical realms, there may be a message coming at us, period. We are not aware of it at this time, and we will not be aware of it till it hits us, is the sense. But there's a message coming about our future, coming in the future, that is very important to our way and our path, that will kind of pave the way, right? Because we don't know where we want to go from here. I feel like even though we had a situation here where we took the high road, I feel like we had a plan based on that, and now that that road's gone, we have no plan. It's kind of like that. It's like I'm lost. I don't know where to go, what to do. So a message is going to come in that's going to make another plan, or, you know, it's going to lay the red carpet out for us here. Okay, so what is that? On top of the message we get. Oh, my God. Crone of water. She's just not a simple thing here. It's like you want an answer quick. It's not going to happen. Cherished memories. Now, give me a minute here. Either we get a message from someone of our past, because memories are things of our past, or we get a message from someone of an emotional nature. Now, give me a minute. Cherished memories. So if we're cherishing someone, that's someone that we held dear from our past, may bring a message forth. That's all I'm getting. Okay, and this also will hit us in the self-esteem or self-worth department as well, to a high degree. On top of the lust card, what do we get there? Mother of fire. That's a fire element. And it talks about nurturing growth. Ooh, okay. This is too much lust here. There's something funny here. Just give me a minute. I'm going to leave that sit for now, because we have fire element, and there's a lot of, I feel like it just doesn't give up here. I feel like even though we're going in a new direction, there's something here still burning. Huh, okay. Next line. On top of the moon card, we get the egg of life, talking about 3D music and acceleration. The universe is going to accelerate you. That is where your future is headed. Spiritually, that's where it's headed. The egg of life is where things start to multiply. Cell division is suddenly you got one, and it takes so long for that one to split. And then once it starts splitting, it just takes off. This is like your life, spiritually, anyway. Now, as we go down the middle, cherished memories, messages. You're going to have a message from someone you cherish or cherishes you quite highly. On top of that, ooh. Okay, Caduceus. Expanding knowledge and sexual vitality. There's too much weird stuff going on here. And by weird, I mean sex. This is very sexually charged here. And if I get another fire element or something to do, if I get the bee, you're in trouble. Well, but it's good trouble, I guess. But anyway, okay. Yay. I feel, I don't want to say before I get the card. I don't want to say. Okay, so this card is, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Vesica Pisces. For some people, this will be good news. Divine union, don't you know? Okay, hold on. Serious shit here, okay. Ay. Really, what it's telling me, water signs, I mean, all of them are going to fall into this trap through this year, I'm telling you. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, we got someone here gonna run into someone or get a message from someone that sparks a sexual flame that just won't be put out, is the sense now. Planetary card. Oh no. Sorry. Eclipse is a stop and start energy. Just give me moments. In Taurus is take charge. A change of heart. Reevaluation. So this is someone. I said, are we going? They said, we can go there. Give me a moment. Man. Take a breath. Egg of life is about extreme acceleration. The Caduceus. Someone here, sexual vitality. I feel we're going to get a message that's either just bear with me. There's a few different angles here. Somebody that we're going to get a message from that's either going to spark us in a physical way, sexual kind of way, or it's going to be someone that is very sparked about us in that kind of a way, and they're coming at us to connect. Now, the universe's plan, okay, if we're talking spiritually here, they're trying to accelerate you forward to your highest, greatest good. When we talk about divine union, that's not soulmates. That is high level mates. That's high level, that's twins, this kind of shit. Okay? That's why we could have the fighting and the lust and the fighting and the lust, right? Self-esteem, I think we had a struggle here dealing with our self-esteem. Our self-esteem was rewarded, but oh man, just expanding knowledge. Yep. This has got to be a frickin' twin because they're just blocking me in certain areas, and it's, yeah. So this is someone either from our past that we either had a romantic relationship with, or someone from our past that we should have had a romantic relationship with, coming back to deal. We may have even been so close as to to have like an argument with them, but it is someone. Yeah, there's sexual energy both ways. So it means that we were sexually attracted to them quite highly. Now this could have been, this could have been, what do you call that? It could have been christened or not christened, meaning you could have went there or not went there, but wanted to go there very badly. You could have had that. Oh, man. This is in your future, just going to bump right into it. Got no vision for it. None whatsoever. Because the universe is just going to accelerate you in your vibe. I feel like the water signs are just kind of... They kind of discovered something about themselves that kind of flared their... I don't want to say ego. It's their self-esteem. Brought their self-esteem up to a degree that... They're happy about themselves in a way that they've never been before. Now, it may have come from a struggle of something. Like, this is kind of reminding me of the Two of Cups at this point, because there's a cup there. That's the guy in the middle, the mediator, right? And what happens in a twin flame relationship? It's you, that other partner, and God, or whatever, right? The universal energies. You, that partner, and you're guided highly. Both of you are guided. Maybe one doesn't listen, or one doesn't listen at certain points. Then that one listens. Oh, no, then this one's listening. Then they're both not listening. This kind of thing. But this is always there. And there's always a torch. There's always a flame that's burning in the background. We can feel it. It's hot, right? Divine union. There's like a spark of vitality in the sexual arena that's going to be brought back or sparked up. A change of heart, something that we've... Now this could also go, they said this could also go the other way, where we've had someone in our past we just never paid attention to, and it suddenly comes forward and we reevaluate that. Maybe it was a friend zone person, and now they're not so friend zone. Now we got lust going on and we want to go in that direction. That could be as well. So Pisces, whoa, ringing in the new year. That just shocked me. Oh, reevaluate. Eclipse, though, is a stop and start energy. So this is someone, even if it's someone that you friend zone, it's someone that was in your life and maybe out of your life, and in your life or out of your life. And it may not be combustible, like it may not be, get out of here, or, oh, come in here, I miss you. Da, da. It's not like that. It's more like our paths just kind of cross and then they uncross, and they cross and then they uncross, like that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. So anyway, that was the fourth of the 4 signs. I'm wired and ready to go, so I'm going to do at least 3 more just general reads. I'm just going to throw out cards that I get guided. We're going into love and romance apparently, so give me about a half hour to do that if anybody's listening. If not, don't worry about it. It'll be there for you. So we'll get into that, and we'll do 3 love and romance readings in order to maybe straighten out, well, this one for sure, but and maybe get into the fire signs and straighten that out. But it will be for timeless, and it will be there's no, timeless and signless. So it just won't, it'll be everybody, the collective reading. So yeah, water signs, divine union is coming. And they told me 3 months. 3 months. This energy will pass. So January, February, March. By March, this will unfold. Lust, everything. Okay. Happy New Year, everybody. Take care and enjoy friends and family, but not too much. And we will talk to you, I don't know, like half an hour. I'll be out doing some more. So I'll do them until I get tired. I go to bed. Take care, guys. I think I'll come out with the normal setup where people can talk. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. I think I like this fireworks.